In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 18, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Stanford versus Texas. The Stanford Cardinal take on the number 7 Texas Longhorns in the Pac-12 Coast-to-Coast Challenge from the home of the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday. This matchup opens a 4-game slate. Stanford is coming off an easy win over Wisconsin Green Bay 85-40, easily covering the 24.5-point spread. Texas is coming off an 87-81 home win over Rice, failing to cover the 24-point spread. Stanford is 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games following a win, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games overall. Texas is 1-6 against the spread neutral site games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against the spread loss, while the under is 6-2 in their last 8 games following an against the spread loss. Stanford may have rested their starters against Green Bay, but that does not mean they are ready for the storm coming from the Longhorns. Stanford can beat up on lesser opponents, but has struggled against good competition. Their only win from a power conference came on a neutral site win over a surprisingly down Florida State team. Texas, on the other hand, beat Gonzaga and a solid Creighton team. Stanford will struggle to score as they lack an elite-level scorer, and Texas has the 5th best defensive efficiency according to Ken Pom. Texas guards Carr and Hunter are much quicker than Stanford's backcourt and will be able to control this game. The American Airlines Center is a neutral location, but will feel more like a home game for the Longhorns. Texas is the better team, more rested, and will dominate the Cardinal, so the Texas Longhorns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. If Stanford has any chance, they will not want to get into a track meet with the Longhorns. Stanford already ranks 221st in pace of play. This slow method includes games against smaller schools where the Cardinal had the opportunity to play fast and run up the score like they did against Green Bay. Stanford will want to slow this game down as much as possible and not let Texas get out in transition. Texas also has the 5th best defensive efficiency in the nation and only play at the 178th fastest pace. The smothering Texas defense will keep Stanford's total low, and the Longhorns will play at their pace, keeping the score below the total number. This game will not be a shootout. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Western Michigan versus Iowa State. Western Michigan will try to play a competitive game when it travels to Iowa State on Sunday afternoon. The Broncos have lost 5 of their last 6 games, including a 62-56 setback against UIC last Saturday. Iowa State has won 8 of its first 10 games this season, beating McNeese State in a 77-40 blowout last Sunday. Western Michigan is 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 road games and 0-7 against the spread in their last 7 games overall, while the under is 4-0 in their last 4 games overall. Iowa State is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 home games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, while the under is 9-0 in their last 9 games following an against the spread win. The only time that the Cyclones' offense has really been held down this season is in their losses, of which they scored 53 and 56 points respectively. Outside of those 2 games, they are averaging 75 points per game, so they will score enough to cover, as we do of course expect them to win here. They have been granted big spreads a bunch this year, with 5 lines favoring them by 19 or more this season. In those games, they are 3-2 against the spread, and those 3 wins have covered by a margin of 17 points per. The Broncos have done poorly against good defenses, but this will be the best defense they have seen yet. In their last 4 games versus D1 opponents, they have averaged 52 points per game, with 2 games scoring in the 40s. It could be a long day for Western Michigan, so the Iowa State Cyclones to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. On the year, the Cyclones have seen 9 of their 10 games go under, and the Broncos have had 5 of their 8 games do the same. Iowa State is ranked 257th on the Ken Palm Tempo ratings, and Western Michigan is 253rd, which is a strong indicator that this will be a slowed-down affair with some low scoring. Another strong indicator is the Cyclones' defense, which hasn't allowed a team to score more than 60 points in the last 5 games. On the flip side, the Broncos, minus their win over D2 Concordia, have not scored more than 57 points in the last 4 games of theirs on the books. There is no chance Western Michigan's offense miraculously figures it out versus this defense. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Buffalo versus West Virginia. The Buffalo Bulls hit the road on Sunday to play the West Virginia Mountaineers. West Virginia is in the middle of a 5-game winning streak at home. This is an interconference game, with the Mountaineers ranking 7th in the Big 12 and the Bulls sitting at 5th in the Mid-American Conference. Buffalo rides into West Virginia Arena fresh off a 25-point loss to Tulane in the Holiday Hoopsgiving Tourney in Atlanta, and the Mountaineers are entering this game having just beaten UAB by 11 in Morgantown, breaking a UAB 6-game winning streak. Buffalo is 5-0-2 against the spread in their last 7 games, following a loss by 20-plus points, and 1-6-1 against the spread in their last 8 games, following an against-the-spread loss, while the under is 6-1 in their last 7 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600. West Virginia is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall, while the over is 24-8 in their last 32 games overall. The Buffalo Bulls play at the 13th fastest pace in the nation, but just 236th in defensive field goal percentage allowed. The Mountaineers should be able to score consistently throughout this game. The Bulls don't shoot well enough to keep up against the physical and smothering West Virginia defense that does not allow many easy baskets. The Bulls' lone road game saw them fall to UConn, and this year, there's absolutely no shame in that. But that doesn't help them here against a West Virginia team that's rock solid defensively, and that press Virginia defense at home with that crowd is intimidating. I'll side with the Mountaineers in a big win here, so the West Virginia Mountaineers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both the Bulls and the Mountaineers are not walls of steel in terms of defense. Buffalo ranked 226th in terms of limiting opponents in field goal shooting, and West Virginia is 118th. Buffalo is the 13th fastest paced team in college basketball, with the Ken Palms ranking an adjusted tempo to be 74. Watch for the Bulls to try to control the pace of the game and try to take advantage early of a perceived weakness of West Virginia in limiting threes, as they showed last week against the Blazers. The total has gone over in 9 of West Virginia's last 12 games, and that trend will continue. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.